so it's been sitting, just been waiting. It's been covered. That's why it's a little dusty. But I just put brand new excess power battery. So there's the upgraded alternator. It's got the big Ron Davis big one radiator, dual fans set up with the ECM for less fan controller, all wired in and ran by the ECU to come on at a certain temp. I have, what else? So there's the headers, American Racing 1 7/8 headers. It's got I think they're Taylor wires. Yeah, Taylor wires. Custom intake. It's fender mounted, so it goes down through the fender. And the intake is actually behind here in the duct. This is a one-off piece. There's no other one with that intake. So it's a true ram air intake. It does actually work. So that's it's got the nitrous plates are still has the plates, still has the kit. Here's the nitrous controller right here. It's just not wired up, like I said. They're not wired up currently. This is the Scott's carbon fiber hood. RPM tuning, hood struts. So it's a real carbon fiber hood. I just painted it to show the stripes. So it does have, you know, regular rock chip wear from driving through Vegas one time. It's got the blacked out bow tie. It's got the lower splitter on it. Maverick carbon fiber brake ducts. So these are the Corvette Z06 brakes with 14.5-inch rotors. There's only 4 of these kits in the world. They were produced. I just put these pads on, so they're brand new brake pads. It's got the KW Variant 3 front coilovers. It's got the lower spindles done. It has, what else? So it's got the PCM for less transmission cooler that I mounted here. Mounted a fan to it. So the trans temps stay very, very cool regardless of what you're doing with it. Then I mounted another transmission cooler under there, so it's got a dual transmission cooler setup to help protect the transmission as best as possible. It has the under skid plate. That's from Left Coast 32. The truck is tuned by Left Coast 32. I can also get the nitrous tune for it. That's on HP tuners. So it's got the, I can get you the HP tuners tune. So now we'll get into the interior. So it's got the lighted sill plates. I still need to, I'm just gonna need to put these back on because I took them off to re-wrap them in the suede. I just gotta pop it in. But this is a custom stereo I built for it, so it's got the 4-inch CDT mounted mids in the dash. It's got the lower tweeters. It's got the 2-inch center channel speakers. It's got CDT 6.5-inch door speakers. I fully built the door enclosures, so the doors are solid, they're sealed to keep all the sound. The whole floor has been dynamated. It's been coated with a kind of matte material on top of the Dynamat to remove all vibrations and sound even more. Then there's on the A-pillar, there's another tweeter here. Like I said, I'll mount those up tonight. I just rewrapped them in the suede because the suede will fade over time. So it's got full suede headliner all the way back. So it's got a Pioneer head unit. It has an audio control 3.2 controller for the audio system. It has the different gauge cluster. It's got blue LED wiring throughout to match everything. There's the bass knob right there to control the bass. Here's the driver's seat. And the suede kind of picks up weird shadows, but no tears. About the only thing wrong with the body or the paint is this little, it's a small, you can't even feel it with your finger, but it's a small key mark from some asshole for a few years ago. This one you can kind of feel, but the rest you can't. It's very, very slight. There's, I believe, a ding. I believe there's a ding right here on the paint. I was just gonna have it wrapped eventually, just because I kind of got bored of the black. I did change the rotors in the back when I did the fronts, so it's got new pads, new rotors. Let me bring the light around. Like I said, it's been sitting for a little bit after I redid it. So it's got custom, this is a full custom exhaust. One, built by hand. It's got the dual outlets, the dual valence, the LED taillights. This is a custom stereo I built. So it's got the 2 Pioneer units. Everything's ran under the floor. It's got the JLW6 10-inch sub. This is the stainless steel plate for the rear bumper. And then underneath, so it's got the QA1 rear shocks. It's got the adjustable links in the back, the arms. It's got the sway bar. It's got the Panhard bar. I mean, the suspension's fully dialed in all the way around. It rides, you know, amazing for the size of vehicle it is. It's got the wireless rear airbags. So it's got helper springs. I took out the factory airbags, put helper springs on it. What else? So yeah, it has the rear wiper delete. I had this done at the body shop when they painted the whole truck. So it's a clean back. You can hear the exhaust. I'll set it here and rev it for you. It's been sitting for a few months. Started up first go, you know, no hesitation. I can't move it away from the fence right now because I gotta wait till my wife comes home with the truck to move the trailer. Once I do that, you know, I can pull it out, and then if you're really interested, then I'll, you know, give it a really good wash and vacuum and clean the outside. But yeah, that's how it sits now. The, you know, stereo's amazing. It'll make you deaf. You can't even turn it about halfway volume. So if you have any more questions, just feel free to give me a shout.